offers, and more. Local agent, Adams Customs and Shipping Agency, 3rd floor, Baines Building, Kingstown, SVG. Telephone 1784-458-1328. In Canada, contact Michael 647-569-3285. Jumbie 647-657-7362. Remember, it's free pickup at your convenience, 7 days per week, anywhere in the Greater Toronto area with SVG Direct. Welcome to Nice International Group of Companies. We provide online shopping, air shipping to SVG and the entire Caribbean via Amerijet and FedEx, ocean shipping throughout the entire Caribbean, and door-to-door delivery from Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, New Jersey, and New York to SVG via air and sea. Locations Boston and New York, USA, and Camden Park, SVG. At Nice International, you are family and friend, not a customer. So contact us today. Nice International Logistics LLC for shipping, packaging, and moving. 2110 Newkirk Avenue, Apartment 6A, Brooklyn, New York. Telephone 1347-500-9142 or 1617-594-2283 or email NYEESINTSHIPPM@gmail.com. Remember, it's Nice International for shipping, packaging, and moving.
Soundblast Entertainment exclusive rentals. We have LED bars, LED chairs, LED tables, trussing, speakers, and stage available. Bring your event to life with exclusive party rentals. For more information, contact 1-784-493-1361. 1-784-493-1361.
Great news! Spectra Plus is now rolling out internet and TV services in St. Lucia and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Yes, better service and better prices from the new and improved Spectra Plus. Spectra Plus TV plans for $59.99 per month, VAT included. Adult TV 3 channels plus $29.99. For more information, call 1-784-534-2551 or 1-784-532-2501. Fast, reliable broadband and television services for your home or business. Spectra Plus TV, internet, better. Vinci Liberators Inc. fundraising takeout drop-off barbecue takes place on Saturday, October 16th, 2021 from 3:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Friends of Crown Heights, 668 Logan Street, Brooklyn, New York, between Dumont and New Lots Avenue. A contribution of $20 gives you a choice of fish, chicken, or pork, and 3 side dishes. Drinks will also be on sale. Pre-orders by 12 noon Friday, October 15th. For more information or to order, contact Patricia 347-243-4609. Elliot 347-285-6806. Kimberly 646-703-5989. You can Zelle payment to vinceliberators@gmail.com. Thank you in advance. Your support is always appreciated.
For J's, cakes, pizzas, and more, baked with a tablespoon of love. Call us at 1-784-491-5182. Email jayscakes784@gmail.com. On Instagram, JAES_784.
Live from Bay Hill Kindergarten.
Bay Hill News Network is an internet radio. We are affiliate with Fun City Radio USA, Cancardi Radio, and Success Radio Canada and Blaze Nation Media Group. You can find Bay Hill News Network at www.bayhillnews.net.
Greetings, divine light. I am Fawn, a divine being having an experience on earth for the one infinite creator, which is the I Am. Join me on this Tuesday and every Tuesday on www.bayhillnewsnet for We Heal Nations, where we discuss healing through finding out truth and accepting it, loving and celebrating everyone and everything that we do, regardless of how small or how big. Peace and love Join me for enlightenment.
To call in on Bay Hill Newsnet 17.
I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind. I see the kids in the street with not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see them?
Hello.
Greetings, divine light. I am Vaughn, a divine being having an experience on earth for the one infinite creator, which is the I am. Join me on this Tuesday and every Tuesday on www. Bay Hill Newsnet for We Heal Nations, where we discuss healing through finding out truths and accepting it, loving and celebrating everyone and everything that we do, regardless how small or how big. Peace and love. Join me for enlightenment.
To call in.
In need, a sonorous disregard, a broken bottle top, and a one-man soul. They follow each other.
Hey, everyone. How you guys doing? This is Malik. Empress Vaughn is not here today, so I'll be running the show for the entire time. And it's been a busy couple weeks. I hope everybody was able to, do what they had to do, was able to go ahead and reflect. Right now is the time of the retrograde, Mercury retrograde. So there's, if you've been going through communication problems or any technical difficulties, or something like your cell phone hasn't been working, or your devices haven't been working, or anything like that, that's because we are going through a Mercury retrograde, which usually lasts for 3 weeks, and it's actually going to be over by the 17th, October 17th. So just keep that in mind if you've been going through glitches and so on and so forth. And so what a Mercury retrograde is when a planet in our solar system actually slows down, right? What astrologers or astronomers actually see in the sky, it almost seems like a planet is moving backwards, right? So usually during a retrograde, what happens is the planet is actually the closest to our Earth. And so we feel these energies even more. So during the time of a retrograde for any planet, so for Mercury, it deals with communication devices, it deals with business, it deals with, merchant, marketing, so on and so forth. It deals with, your surroundings, neighborhoods, so on and so forth. So if you've been going through, challenges or anything like that, or, this is a time to reflect, right? Not only for challenges, but just for things that you haven't gotten done just yet. It's a time to reflect and to get those things that you've been thinking of doing done during this time, so that when this retrograde is over, you'll be able to move on forward to new projects and other ventures and so on and so forth. So that's basically what a retrograde is. And so, that explains that. That pretty much explains it. So Right now, we are in a time of Virgo and Libra, let's say. But even before that, just to recap, right? You know, Leo season. We spoke about being able to create magic, create an atmosphere, a thriving atmosphere. We spoke about being able to create a positive atmosphere to get in our creative state, because that's what Leo energy is all about. It's all about that creativity. That's that fun, childlike energy, right? So that's that creative energy to create what it is that we want in our life. And so that was the conversation back there in Leo season, right? And so it was to build an atmosphere, a thriving atmosphere, and by doing everything that we can to make ourselves feel comfortable, to make ourselves feel at peace, to make ourselves feel great, to make ourselves feel amazing, right? To stay in that place that was to stay in that spot. We call that the hot spot. Stay in the hot spot to feel amazing and stay feeling amazing. It's like you go on a ride and you get that adrenaline rush, and it's like you're at the theme park and you're continuing going, from one ride to the next because that rush is just amazing. You want to stay in that. So that's basically the same thing, right? Say you're on a boat ride and you're experiencing something magical. It's like you just want to stay. You never want to leave that magical experience, right? And so it's just staying in that magical experience, um, staying in that sweet spot, staying in that hot spot. And how do we do that? We do that by doing everything that we love to do. And I mean, it could be the smallest thing. They say the simplest things are the most genius. So it could be the smallest things, from the way you are positioned in a seat, to feel more comfortable. If it's the route that you take to the grocery store, to take a route that's more pleasing. Um, if it's anything, if it's just the way you clean the home. If it's the days that you clean the home, instead of you cleaning the home Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you might want to just clean the home on Saturday, right? Or you might want to just clean the home on Sunday, right? And that does it, right? Why? Because it's less stressful and you get a lot more done during that day, right? So just making subtle changes to just feel great, just stay in that great state, right? So with that being said, excuse me. With that being said, from Leo season, we're moving on to Virgo. Now, Virgo deals with health and healing, right? We spoke about the cosmic Milky Way, right? Which is also known as the cosmic Nile River, right? Um, because it's just a river of energy. It's just a whole bunch of stars, billions and billions and trillions of stars, just all in that Milky Way. And so so basically what that is a gathering of energy, right? It's a gathering of energy because Virgo's all about the details and gathering information and collecting information and concentrating that information. And so that's exactly what the Milky Way is all about. So whenever you think of Virgo, think of the Milky Way and that gathering of that energy. And so with that being said, Virgo's healing energy, right? Virgo's known as the virgin, right? The purity, right? So for Virgo, it's all about keeping the body pure, keeping self pure. It's all about keeping keeping everything pure, cleansing as well. If you see the sign for Virgo, You know, it's a woman that's holding, you know, wheat, right? It's all about, um, you know, farming as well. It's all about nurturing. It's all about, you know, harvesting, right? That's the word I was looking for, harvesting. So it's all about, you know, keeping or creating or developing or, you know, nurturing or just having the best foods that will raise your energy. Remember the galactic, the Milky Way, right? Raising your energy, just gathering that energy, right? Cleansing the body, gathering that energy, making sure that your health is on top. Because why? Health is wealth, and that's actually a Virgo saying. Health is wealth, right? Through health, right, you gain great energy. And what is wealth? Wealth is energy. It's a wealth of energy, right? So we're dealing with law of attraction as well, right? The more energy we gather, the more we attract, right? So Virgo, and yeah, and also um, to purify the body, cleansing the body. How can we purify and how can we cleanse the body, right? How can we purify and how can we cleanse the body? We can do that through exercise, right? Because through exercise, we're actually releasing endorphins, right? And remember, this goes back to the creative state. This goes back to creating that environment where you're thriving. Because when you exercise, you release endorphins, and endorphins make you feel great and make you feel amazing and make you feel phenomenal, right? So exercising and making that a routine. And what is that doing? That's dissipating the acidity within the body, right? Because you know disease loves um, an acid environment. So when we alkalize our environment, right, disease cannot thrive, or disease disease does not like that. So as far as a way that we can alkalize our body, right, is through exercise, right? Dr. Sabies, late great Dr. Sabies, he always spoke about alkalinity and alkalizing the body and eating alkaline foods and drinking alkaline fluids, waters, fluids to go ahead and nourish the body and to go ahead and cleanse the body. So exercising actually helps alkaline the body and gets rid of that acidity. That's why you feel so great after exercising. Um, and you feel calm too, right? You exercise, even stretching too. Stretching actually gives the body good stress. You know, you have bad stress and you have good stress. It actually gives the body good stress and releases toxins from the body as well. So something as you know, stretching, you know, not too long. It could be 5 minutes a day. You know, start off small and then build your way up. Could be 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, and then just building your way up. And you know, see how that feels and how you feel. And it's just about building that great feeling. Once again, just creating that environment. Um, so stretching, yes, we got exercise and we have stretching, we have eating, right? Eating so important. So as I mentioned, Dr. Sabies, he always mentioned about eating alkaline foods. And alkaline foods is amazing. They say fruits are the the liquid sun, right? They say fruits are liquid sun, because what do trees do? They convert the sun energy into the fruits, and that's how we get our energy, right? So this is literally energy coming from the cosmos. This is literally energy coming from up above into our system, because we're connected. We're one with everything. We're one with the universe. And every time we eat that fruit, we connect back to the universe. Right? We stay in line. We stay in line, realign with the universe, And we gain information from the universe as well. We gain intelligence from the universe, right? Virgo, we're dealing with Mercury, because the planet ruler of Virgo is Mercury, right? Mercury is the planet of intelligence. So Virgo, so when we deal with the energy coming from the sun, right? The energy that's coming from that Nile River, that galactic Nile River, energy that's coming from the Milky Way, that's information that's coming to us from the cosmos, right? So we are gaining intelligence through our foods. Um, and so eating what we put in our body is so important. And as far as the governments, they know this, and this is why they tamper with the foods. They put genetically modified foods. They encourage us to eat foods that are not as natural. They encourage us to eat like they they encourage us to eat foods that will keep us away from our true selves. And they encourage us to eat foods that will disconnect us from our higher self, right? So, as far as connecting, or as far as eating these natural foods, we're connecting back to our higher selves and making the world great through connecting through our higher selves. Because why? We're connecting back, or we're developing that great uh, space. We're we're developing that great atmosphere, that thriving atmosphere. And with us thriving, everybody else around us is going to thrive. So eating great is very important. Ancient foods from underneath the ground, foods from the trees, foods from, fruits that grow from out the ground, that's on the surface. All these foods are have different they have different I guess you can say responsibilities, right? All these foods have different responsibilities. When you eat foods that are closest to the core, this is by Dr. Lathan, by the way, Eris Lathan, Eat the Sun, right? When you eat foods that are closer to the core, like hard foods like yams and potatoes and so on and so forth, that are that are growing in the earth, that are closer to the core of the earth, these are magnetic foods, right? So they raise their magnetism, because as the doctor says, always say, we are electromagnetic beings. So when we eat these foods that are closer to the earth's core, we are actually gaining magnetic energy, right? Um, when we eat foods that are just on the surface, like beets and you know, foods that grow from the surface, right? You are actually creating electromagnetic energy, right? Different foods like seeds and stuff like that. Walnuts, so on and so forth. I believe walnuts are on the surface. Um, just look for foods that grow from the surface. You are building your electromagnetic energy, right? Now, when we talk about foods that grow from a tree, right, we're talking about electric energy. Now, foods that have a lot of water in it, these are electric foods. These are like coconut is the highest grown food or fruit. It grows the highest, or it's the closest to the sun, right? So this has the highest electricity, right? That's why they say coconut water is like nature's Gatorade. As a matter of fact, that's actually how they came up with Gatorade, because they studied coconut water and they seen the electrolytes in coconut water and how it helps the body recover through the minerals of magnesium, potassium, very high in these minerals. And not only that, how well it hydrates the body as well. So they studied coconut water and they created Gatorade from this and multiple other drinks that, athletes usually drink to recover and so on and so forth. But there's nothing better than, the natural food or the original place it came from, right? Coconut water. Coconut water, this is the liquid sun once again, right? Um, this is great. This is information from the cosmos, right? So coconut water is considered electric food, right? Or any food at that with a lot of water in it. Watermelons are amazing. Watermelons are amazing. I'm not sure how it is in the Caribbean, in St. Vincent, but um, up here in Canada, they're limiting the natural watermelon. They're limiting the real watermelons with the actual seeds in them, right? The black seeds that you usually find in watermelon, you can rarely find these watermelons out here in the grocery stores, the markets, so forth. It's nothing but genetically modified watermelons, right? It's like, why are they doing this, right? Why are they doing this? So that's to tell you something. That's to tell you something. All right, so watermelons are amazing. And as a matter of fact, if you go way back into history, I believe it was King Tut that was actually buried with watermelon as well, or watermelon seeds is one or the other. And also black seed oil as well. But the point is, watermelons has been here for thousands of years and greatly cherished and honored because of the information they hold. Um, and they actually had they were actually blue and yellow in color as well, according to Young Elder. They were blue and yellow um, as well, right? And I believe today there's yellow watermelons around still. So yeah, yeah, interesting fact. Um, so yeah, foods are so important, and the liquids that we drink, right? Live water. Dr. Sayers always mentioned live water, right? Everybody, Dr. Morris, Dr. Layla after. Live water is so important. Why? Because it has live enzymes in it. These enzymes communicate with the body. Um, you know, and so any live running water around, whether it's the rivers or anything, hot springs, so on and so forth. Even bathing in that water, it's just all around communication with the body. So that is uh, the best water. It doesn't get more natural than that, right? So we have live water. Boom. Okay. So that's with food. Okay. Now we're talking about uh, information, right? So even reading, even what we listen to, even what we watch. Is it feeding us with information, or is it hurting us? Is it feeding us, or is it hurting us? So the information that we take in is food to our body as well, because as much as we have our ears and our eyes to see and hear and take in this information, we have all our senses that take in this information as well. Our bodies are so much more intelligent than we know it to be, because our cells are always listening to what we say to ourselves, right? Ourselves always listen to what we say to ourselves, right? So keep that in mind. Ourselves, ourselves hold information that date way back. We're talking about thousands, millions, thousands, hundreds, millions of years back, right? And they're always listening to us. That's why it's so important how we talk to ourselves, the information that we feed ourselves, because our body, our cells uses that as food, and we either grow from it or we die from it. So it's so important what we surround ourselves with, the information, right? So reading, and every time we learn something new, that actually releases endomorphins, right? Endomorphins. So that feeling that you get when you're learning something new, and you just feel so great about it, like you just feel amazing. You get that eureka moment, like wow, that's the endomorphins that's being released, and that is also alkalizing the body and keeping the body in a higher state, right? So reading, learning new information is so important. You throw these all together in a mixing pot, and we come up with something great, something amazing. We come out with something magical, I would say. We come out with something that will ascend us, right, into our true selves. So staying in that state, we have no choice but to grow. Like that happens by default. That happens, that happens regardless of what the situation is. We're bound to grow. We're going to grow, right? So that's basically what we spoke about with Virgo season. Virgo's so important as far as that. Now we're talking about Libra, right? Libra being a season of relations, right? Relationship with self, right? We get our relationship with self, right? We ascend our relationship with self. We ascend our relationships with others, right? We spoke about the energy of Libra being, not only the fine foods that we eat, things that we really desire, but it's also, traveling as well, like places like bus stations, airports, anything that deals with traveling. That's the energy of Libra. Obviously marriage or one-on-one relations. That's the energy of Libra. When it comes to spirituality, that's the energy of Libra. When it comes to law, that's the energy of Libra. Government, that's the energy of Libra. So with Libra, this is a time for relationship with self. Relationship with self. And it's also a communication sign, right? It's all air signs of communication. So, it's also for business as well. So with that being said, we'll take a little break. We'll play, some songs, and then we will get back to it. Right.
On Bay Hill News Net 1784529.
Greetings, divine light. I am Juan, a divine being having an experience on earth for the one infinite creator, which is the I Am. Join me on this Tuesday and every Tuesday on Bay Hill News Net for We Heal Nations, where we discuss healing through finding out truths and accepting it, loving and celebrating everyone and everything that we do, regardless how small or how big. Peace and love. Join me for enlightenment.
Great news! Spectra Plus is now rolling out internet and TV services in St. Lucia and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Yes, better service and better prices from the new and improved Spectra Plus. Spectra Plus TV plans for $59.99 per month, VAT included. Adult TV 3 channels plus $29.99. For more information, call 1784-534-2551 or 1784-532-2501. Fast, reliable broadband and and television services for your home or business. Spectra Plus TV, internet, better.
I am Dr. Solian Jones. Join me this Wednesday and every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. on BayHillNews.net. That's www.bayhillnews.net for my One Life Academy Manifestation Workshop. You will learn how to communicate with your emotions to the universe and manifest all your desires.
Bay Hill News Network is an internet radio. We are affiliate with Fun City Radio USA, Cancardi Radio, and Success Radio Canada and Blaze Nation Media Group. You can find Bay Hill News Network at www.bayhillnews.net.
Greetings, divine light. I am Juan, a divine being having an experience on earth for the one infinite creator, which is the I am. Join me on this Tuesday and every Tuesday on www. Bay Hill Newsnet for We Heal Nations, where we discuss healing through finding out truths and accepting it, loving and celebrating everyone and everything that we do, regardless of how small or how big. Peace and love. Join me for enlightenment.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so just in case you guys missed it, Empress Vaughn is not with us today, but she will be with us next week. So I'm just taking over for today. And so we're talking about the energies, right? We left off with Libra. We're talking about the energies. We went to Leo, we went to Virgo, and now we're talking about Libra. So Libra, um, Libra represents the energy of love as well, right? Libra represents the energy of love. The saying "love is in the air" is the Libra saying, right? Libra represents law of attraction, right? The major attraction, right? That you feel to somebody. That is the energy of Libra, right? Now, this is in essence sexual energy as well, right? So you raise your sexual energy, your sexual vibration. You raise your law of attraction, right? Um, and also, as I mentioned before, Libra deals with business, so it deals with finances as well, right? It deals with foods. Um, the color for Libra is also it's a black as well. You know, that's a fun fact. Color for Libra is black. Um, and so yeah, let's talk about the finances, right? Libra, a law of attraction, raising sexual energy, raising the vibration, right? Because they say the highest energy is sexual energy, right? So Libra represents that. That's why love is so strong. That's why people go bonkers for love, because it's undeniable, right? And that is the highest energy on the planet, love, sexual energy, right? So now, with that being said, talking about finances, right? Um, Before we go into finances, because I have something, I have something exciting to speak to you guys about. Speak to everyone about, um, dealing with finances and what's going on in the world, and excuse me, what's going on in the world. So you guys may want to get your pen and papers as well, and also get ready to send emails. And so on and so forth. I'm going to give you my email. I'm going to give you Empress Vaughn's email as well, so you can send us information, so that we can go ahead and deal with the finances. But I will get back to that. So let's talk about what's going on in the world today, right? Man, there's a lot going on in the world today. There's a lot of transitionings that's happening. As I mentioned through the energies that's happening. There's a lot that's going on, and one of them is finances. Right now, for those of you who haven't heard yet, you have the financial system, or their governments and everything has crashed, a while back, and so this is why you have governments like the government of Canada, the government of the United States of America, just disoriented. They're all over the place. They can't make any competent decisions or anything like that. Like they're just going they're going after each other. They're in disarray. All this is happening is because their government has crashed a long time ago, right? And so now they're trying to figure out how they can maintain this acting or this act for as long as possible, right? Um, and so with that being said, as far as the other governments around the world, as far as finances goes, everything has transitioned, right? And it still is transitioning as well. Let's say the banking system. The banking system has transitioned to the whatchamacallit, name will come to me. Okay, it's not coming to me right now, so I'll get back to that. But their banking system has moved on to a new system, right? It's not on the old system anymore. It's on the new system, quantum financial system, right? So it is the quantum financial banking system. That is the system that they're running off of. So a lot of things are going to be going digital, but also a lot of things are going to be going back to the way it was before, right? Because for the banking systems that was based off of fraud. If you check into the history of the banking system, you'll see that it was and still is a debt system, right? They created what you call debt notes, the $5 bill, the $1 bill, just the dollar bill in general. These are debt notes, right? These are debt notes. So with that being said, they were IOUs for what? For gold. Because gold was the real currency. Gold was the original currency, right? And let's tap into gold a little bit. So why do they call gold currency? Right? There's multiple reasons why they call gold currency. Did you know that we actually had gold within us? We actually have gold within us. We have gold, we have silver, because we are of the earth. We are the natural people of the earth. We are of the earth. So the minerals that are in the earth are the minerals that are within us as well, right? So as far as gold, the reason why you hear a lot of the empires, the kingdoms, the kings, and so on, queens, so on and so forth, were lathered in gold is because gold actually raises your vibration. Remember how we talked about food communicating with the body, or these different keeping yourself in different in thriving environments, because everything's always communicating with yourselves. Everything's communicating with yourself, right? So gold is a super high vibration. And so a lot of people kept gold around so that they can raise their vibration, right? Not only that, gold is also used in electronics, right? It's a conductor of electricity. So this is a couple of the reasons why they call gold currency, right? Real currency, because you can actually run a current through it. You can actually run electricity through it. It actually raises your vibration, your electrical vibrations. So with that being said, with the banking system, they created IOUs because nobody wanted to carry big bulks of gold around, right? So they decided to keep it in storage and then pass the RU papers around so that it was easier. But over time, the demand for gold, or the RU, started to become great. And so what the banks started to do was they started to create more RUs than there was gold. Now, this is where debt was being created, right? Because they're actually creating something that wasn't backed by anything. It wasn't backed by any gold. It wasn't backed by anything, right? So they're basically creating paper out of thin air, and it's just paper. It's just an IOU note. And years later, to today, this is what we call the dollar bill, right? This is an IOU paper. It's a debt note, right? So it has no value. It has no value. Um, if you look into the U.S., they're in debt trillions of dollars, right? As a matter of fact, Biden is trying to raise the debt ceiling. I believe it was 17 trillion. Check into that. I believe it was 17 trillion. He's trying to raise the debt ceiling. So Biden is actually trying to bankrupt America. Once again, they've already been bankrupt 3 different times in history. The most recent was, I believe, 2001. And so, yeah, the United States, he's definitely looking to accomplish that. So, yeah, that dollar bill is a debt note. It has no value whatsoever. The only reason why it's still being circulated is because we give it that value, right? But when we actually look into, the United States and Canada, Canada the same thing. Canada's in debt, trillions of dollars, right? So when we look into the banking system, they are a debt system. It's all a debt system, right? So what is real currency? We spoke about it. Real currency is gold, silver, any commodities from the earth. It's the resources from the earth, right? And so if we look into, because the United States was based off of the Constitution, right? The United States of America, the corporation of what they're running right now, right? They were given laws to follow, to comply with. And so with the laws that they were given, it was the Constitution of 1789 and 1791, right? So if you look into Article 1, Section 10, it shows you what real currency is, what real money is. Excuse me. Yeah, it shows you what real currency is, real money is. And so we're going to tap into that for a second and break that down a little bit, so we have a better understanding of that. Pull that up here. Yeah. Okay, so if you were to Google uh, the Constitution 1789 and 1791 and Article 1, Section 10, you'll be able to see this. So it says, no state shall enter into any treaty, alliance, or confederation, grant money, emit bills of credit, make anything but gold and silver coin a tender in payment of debts, pays any bill of attainder, ex post facto, factor law, or law impairing the obligation of contract, and grant any title of nobility. Right? So what it's saying basically is that you cannot use anything but gold and silver in payment of debts. Right? or to emit bills of credit. Yeah, send out. Okay, so I just looked up emit, right? Means to throw or give off, or to send out, to issue with authority, especially to put something such as money into circulation, right? So they're saying that it has to be gold or silver in order to do that. Just trying to Constitution. Okay. Okay, you meant bills of credit, right? Make anything but gold and silver as a tender in payment of debts to pay all bills of attainment, right? So what they've been doing this whole entire time was using debt notes and giving us debt notes to pay bills and to pay off debts. How does that even make sense? How could you use debt notes to pay off debts? So it was basically a gimmick this whole time. This is a gimmick that they've been running this whole time because they don't have gold. They don't have silver. At least they don't have enough to back up the money that they're printing, right? And that's to show how powerful just one coin of gold or one coin of silver is. Because should you use one coin of gold or one coin of silver, you can use that to pay off all your debts. As a matter of fact, if you have one, going according to this Constitution, if you have one gold coin or one gold, or one silver coin, right? You are actually in a better place than the United States government right now because they're trillions of dollars in debt in the opposite direction, right? But they've been having this act going on for years and years and years now and getting people into it. But what do they use as their gold and silver? How are they keeping this act going on for all these years? Right? They're using us. Because remember how I told you that we actually have gold and silver and all these minerals within our body because we come from the land? So they're using us as gold and silver to get what they need to get done. They're using us as surety, as insurance. They're using us as their money to get things done. How are they doing that? Through our consent, through us signing, or through our signature. That's why with everything that they do, it involves a signature. That's how they've been living off of us all these years. That's how they've been living all these years. Us giving them consent and using our signatures because we're the real gold and silver. And so, I mentioned that because what I'm about to introduce to you is real gold-backed money. This is real gold-backed money. And this is coming from the indigenous government that's been on this land for thousands of years. We're talking about all across the Americas, North America, Central America, South America, including the Atlantis Islands. Right? And so, with that being said, the time that we are in right now, right? Let's go back to astrology for a second. The time that we are in right now, okay, this has happened multiple times, believe it or not, because everything comes back in full circle. Hence the circle of life, right? Now, the last time we've actually been through a similar transition was 13,000 years ago. Right now, we are transitioning into the age of Aquarius. That's why there's a lot of technology that's being developed. Everything's going digital. Everybody's on their devices and so on and so forth. And it's going to keep going in that direction. And all the old systems, everything that we're used to is going to be no longer. We're entering in the age of Aquarius, right? And so last time this similar transition happened was the age of Leo, right? The golden ages. Age of Leo, 13,000 years ago. So what we're entering is an age of light. This is an age of light. We left Pisces, which dealt with the fishes, right? If you know the sign Pisces, Pisces deals with, it's a water sign, right? And it deals with the hidden. It deals with, everything that's hidden, everything that's an illusion, and so on and so forth, right? Just check it out. Just type in Pisces and the definition of Pisces, or just find out, through astrology what the Pisces sign is all about. You'll get a better understanding of what Pisces is all about. That's the age that we just left, and we've entered into the age of Aquarius. So these similar events happened 13,000 years ago. So I can say that to say that there's nothing to be alarmed about or anything. It's just the planet, the Earth, that's going through its cycle. That's it. That's all. Right? Just like how we go through our cycles. We sleep at night, wake up, we do what we have to do during the day, and we come back, we cook food, we're back at the house, eat something, and then at night we go back to sleep, right? That's the daily cycle. Now, 13,000 years ago, this has happened. So we are going to see a lot of new things. The Earth itself is transitioning. The Earth itself is transforming. That's why if you look around the world, there's so many things that's happening on, like dealing with weather, and like there's mudslides and tornadoes and tsunamis and earthquakes, and the animals or the fishes are laying out, and the birds are acting different, and so on. There's so much that's happening because we're entering into a new Earth. Earth is cleansing itself, right? So, age of Aquarius, right? We're entering into a time where it's like we're going back into time, but we're going forward into the future, right? A lot of the things that our ancient forefathers and foremothers and forefathers were doing is slowly starting to be revived back. And there's going to be a technological twist to it, right? So we're going back to what ancient civilizations has done, but yet we're moving forward with technology. Pretty cool. Pretty cool if you ask me. Now, let me see here. Okay, so as I mentioned, everything's transitioning. So now let's talk about the currency. Let's talk about this gold-backed currency and what the world is transitioning to. So the world is looking to go back to the gold-backed currency because why? The gold standard has been activated. The gold standard has been activated back in 2018. And the world has caught on. And so everything, this is basically what Gaddafi was trying to do. And wasn't as successful in doing it, but he's definitely sparked something. And so in 2018, the gold standard has been activated. So the world knows that in order to do international commerce, you must have gold or silver or natural resource, right? Money that's backed by natural resources in order to entertain international commerce, just commerce in general. So with everything that's happening with the governments, they know this, and they know they have to have gold-backed money, right? But the thing is, they cannot produce gold-backed money. Why? Because they are not the natural people of the land. They are not the indigenous people of the land. As I mentioned before, we have an indigenous government that's been here for thousands and thousands of years, right? The Moorish American National Republic federal government that's been here for thousands of years. All across the world, we're known as Moors. Our history has been all around us this whole entire time. They told us only a little portion of our history that has to deal with slavery, and that wasn't even the full story. And most of us, a lot of us were already here before that even happened, right? So don't be fooled by the whole slavery story and so on and so forth, because we have a large history of wealth. It goes so far you couldn't even fathom. And so with our government having been revived, right? Our government now has gold-backed money, right? Which is called the delirium. Okay, if you're looking at, or the exchange rate for one delirium is 1 United States gold-backed dollar, right? It's 1 United States gold-backed dollar. So if you check it up on Google, you'll be able to see the worth of 1 United States gold-backed dollar. That's equivalent to one delirium. Okay? And so the government is looking to send out as much delirium as possible so people can start using real gold-backed money and stop using the fraudulent or fake debt notes, right? The debt notes. So people could stop using that and start using real gold-backed money. So what Empress Vaughn and I are looking to do is we're looking to send as much delirium down to St. Vincent, right? So with that being said, if you have a business, okay, if you have a business, please send out your business information, um, your business name, your mailing address, right? So that we can go ahead and send you some dollarium so that you and your business can be prepared for the future. So, right? What's next to come, the changes, and so on and so forth, right? So that's one aspect of it. So we would like for you guys to send us your information so that we can start doing it. Not only that, for us to nationalize, right? We've been stripped of our nationality. As I mentioned, we've always been royalty. We've always been royalty, right? We're the ones who taught the Europeans what royalty was. We're the ones who taught them, the mathematics. We're the ones who taught them the sciences. We're the ones who built the schools so that they can learn this stuff. We're the ones who um, taught them how to take care of their hygiene. We taught them everything, right? And so what they're doing is nothing new. It's everything that we've always been doing, right? But it's time for us to take our rightful places. It's time for us to take our rightful places because, as you can see, the world is going. The world is going through madness right now, and the rest of the world knows who we are, and they're waiting for us to take our rightful place. Right? We've been dethroned at birth, really and truly. Um, the birth through the birth certificate system. They treat us like cattle or like chattel. You know, they treat us as stock through the birth certificate system, right? And so, how do we get off of that system or out of that system, right? How do we claim our natural status? How do we claim our nationality, right? Why do because I've always wondered this growing up as a child, so why the Chinese have their own Chinatown, you know, or why do all different cultures preserve their cultures, or they're very strict on their cultures and what you can and cannot do and so on and so like they're very strict on that and they preserve it when they come from their countries over here to Canada, United States, so on and so forth. But when it comes to us, it's just like we're freelancing, right? I always wondered that. And that's because nationality. We've been dethroned from our original status, which is the highest status on the land, right? And so claiming back our nationality, we get back into our proper status. And so there's a process to claim the nationality as well. Every Moor, right, is able to claim their nationality because it's your birthright. It's your birthright. So myself and Empress Vaughn are also working on that. We're also doing that as well, right? So if you would like to claim your nationality, let us know so we can help you through that process to claim your nationality, claim your rightful status, and as the beneficiary, as the heir to this land, right, that we call Earth, Gaia, Ki, Terra, the Midgard, right? There's many names for this planet that we're on, right? So claiming nationality is so important to get back in a proper status and not have to worry about anything that's going on with that corporate government over there, that de facto fake government over there, all right? That, and just to focus on ourselves and now look to build and develop a better living for our people, for our heirs, our family, our children. As we've always stated, as we've always mentioned to do, this is the time. And how do we do that? We do that through claiming our nationality. Because claiming our nationality puts us in a proper status, right? It puts us um, in as the real justices on the land, right? The real law of the land, right? For us to govern ourselves, right? And do what we need to do to live a peaceful, um, a peaceful life, I should say, or a peaceful, evolving life, right? Um, yeah. So proper status, nationality. Once we nationalize, boom, we are the wealth. We are the true wealth. We are the land. We are everything on the land. Everything on the land is us, right? And now this is how we gain back proper order on the land, right? Because everything's in chaos. But once we reclaim our proper status, once we reclaim our throne, everything will fall back in line as it should be, right? So this is very important as well, as this is the next step in enhancing or evolving humanity, or um, raising the vibrations on the planet, right? So claiming nationality, right? Let us know. I'm about to. I'll give out the email so that you guys can contact us. And also, if you have a business, send us your business information, so on and so forth, so that we can get you some delirium, right? And we can start using that as a means to, conduct business, right? So, my email. You can email me at unibasketballverse@gmail.com or mdowda01 at protonmail.com. I'm going to spell it out. So unibasketballverse is UNI, right? Basketball and verse, VERSE at gmail.com. All right. So once again, it's just like universe, but basketball's in the middle. Unibasketballverse at gmail.com, right? And then my other email is M as in Malik, my first name. So M Dowda, so it's D as in David, AU, D as in David, A01 at Proton, PROT as in Tom, ON, mail.com, right? You can email me your business information, the business name, your name, mailing address. And also the services that you provide. What is your business all about, right? Send that information to that email. And then I'm going to give you Empress Bond's email as well. 1 second. Okay, so Empress Bond email is VOHN.V.E at gmail.com. So Von bond.v for Veneza, .e for Edwards at gmail.com. I'm going to say that one more time. So that's bond, VOHN .v .e at gmail.com. Once again, email your business name, your name, mailing address, the services that you provide, right? So that you can get some deliriums as well. And then also email us and let us know if you would like to nationalize or if you'd like to find more information about nationalizing and how you can find more information about who we truly are as Moors and about the Moorish American National Republic's federal government. Okay, because there's plenty of information out here. So yeah, gold, very important as is used as it is used for international commerce, and it's going to be the new wave of the future, right? Everything's going to have to be backed by gold. Why? Because everything is transitioning to the Constitution, right? The Constitution of 1789 and 1791, right? And in the Constitution, which is, Article 1, Section 10, it states that gold and silver should be the only thing that should be used as tender to pay off debts, right? But as you nationalize, we are no longer the debtors, we are the creditors, right? Because we are the resources of the land. Everyone comes to us for resources, right? It goes through bloodline, right? And we are connected through bloodlines to the ancient Egyptians, the Moabites, Canaanites, and much, much more, right? So nationality is the order of the day, as Grand Chief Tariq Bey would always say. And send us that information. All right. Okay. Let's get some music going, and then after that we'll close out.
I see them coming after my soul, wanting to take control, wanna give me laughs, wanna give me bling,
Yes, indeed. And so we are back. Um, and if you haven't heard, we are definitely sending out the dollarium. So get us your information, your business information, your name, your mailing address, and nationality is the order of the day. So if you're looking to nationalize or wanting to find out more information about nationalizing as well, let us know that in the email so that we could get this information out to you and so that we continue to raise the vibrations on this planet. We continue to elevate and create a wonderful, thriving atmosphere. Now, with that being said, Empress Vaughn and I will be back in tune next week, Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 8:30. And this is Malik Dowda. And with that being said, hope you all stay great and stay in bliss. All right. Take care. Have a good one. Grand Rising.
Think about the generations and to say we want to make it a better place for our children and our children's children so that they know it's a better world for them and think if they can make it a better place.
There's a place in your heart, and I know that it is love. And this place is much brighter than tomorrow. And if you really try, you'll find there's no need to cry. In this place, you feel there's no hurt or sorrow. There are ways to get there if you care enough for the living. Make a little space, make a better place, heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human
for J's, cakes, pizzas, and more, baked with a tablespoon of love. Call us at 1784-491-5182. Email jayscakes784@gmail.com. On Instagram, JAES_784.
Greetings, divine light. I am Juan, a divine being having an experience on earth for the one infinite creator, which is the I Am. Join me on this Tuesday and every Tuesday on www.Bay Hill Newsnet for We Heal Nations, where we discuss healing through finding out truth and accepting it, loving and celebrating everyone and everything that we do, regardless how small or how big. Peace and love. Join me for enlightenment.
To call in on Bay Hill Newsnet 1784-529-8518.
Ship your barrels and household effects to St. Vincent and the Grenadines with SVG Direct. Jumbo barrels, $70. Medium, $60. And small, $50. We ship anything, name it, we ship it. Vehicles and more. Local agent, Adams Customs and Shipping Agency. 3rd floor, Baines Building, Kingstown, SVG. Telephone 1784-458-1328. In Canada, contact Michael 647-569-3285. Jambi 647-657-7362. Remember, it's free pickup at your convenience 7 days per week anywhere in the Greater Toronto Area with SVG Direct. Bay Hill News Network presents Inside Health, 30-minute program in which we explore the human body and functions. We'll share real-life stories and the latest in medical science as we look at related diseases, conditions, and determinants of health that affect quality of life. So join me, Vin Abbott, on Monday evenings from 8 for Inside Health on Bay Hill News Net, also on KincadiRadio.info. Great news! Spectra Plus is now rolling out internet and TV services in St. Louis.